As the group approaches the Dragon Gate, they, along with the Awatia that have been selected by Aleli, make their way through the jungles of the Ikal Expanse on the continent of Ukulam in a wholly different planet, the planet of Castrovel. They are seeking to return to Galarian, and as they begin to approach the Dragon Gate, Malavik senses the presence of a drake nearby. He begins to rage and screams to the rest of the
group. I break away from the group as fast as possible in the direction of the dragon.
Malavik? Where are you going?
Malavik begins to rush off. I'm going to bring you all over here as Malavik begins to rush away. Please place your tokens anywhere inside this red rectangle. Select them, and please roll initiative.
As far away as I possibly can.
Oof.
What's up there, you guys? Can you see it? Where am I? Who knows?
I'm having some technical difficulty. I can't pan the map.
You can try right-clicking. Sometimes that will work.
Unfortunate.
Maybe try
Just
zooming
going
in
through
and out.
mean there. I don't have a mouse.
Oh, wow. 3 natural ones thus far.
Not enough one.
Okay. This is gonna go really well. I need to, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. As you begin to approach the Dragon's Gate, you hear this this sound of Malavik raging and this creature making a sound, and immediately you can all feel the hairs on the back of your neck sort of go up. That sort of like instinctive prey feeling begins to overwhelm you for a moment, and several of you are sort of stunned just from your basic kind of reaction. Let's see. Let me just add Arcelia here. Okay. And you had a 13. Alrighty. Drake gets to roll with stealth on this one. Oh, and that was a bad roll. Okay. Although Malavik has alerted you to this creature, only Malavik and the Drake will start on this surprise round. You hear some flapping noises, the sound of leathery flapping wings, and the horrific sound of this this roar getting closer and closer to you, as suddenly bursting in from the trees above, this winged Drake will land there. And will use some special bullshit, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see. This is... This is going to be a fortitude save as you see the creature start to take a deep breath, and then there is this wicked sort of bubbling fluid that is falling from its jaws. It falls to the ground and sizzles as it does so. And I will need a fortitude save from... this will be Arcelia.
Yes! That's a nat 20 for 29.
Woohoo, very nice! Okay. You avoid this sizzling, sort of poisonous-looking liquid. It lands near your feet, sort of withering the grass all around you. And,
Acidic. Mind your step.
Malavik, it's your turn.
Is it in the tree or on the ground?
It's on the tree.
I am going to rush forward. Now, as I'm rushing forward, you'll see my horns start to elongate. Spikes start to come out my sides and my arms, my thighs. Muscles are bulging and getting bigger, starting to rip my clothing. The tail gets longer. Teeth and fangs grow sharper. Claws start to come out of my hands and fingers as I run and I leap onto this tree and climb up with ferocious speed. How high up is the dragon?
15 feet, probably.
15 feet. I will use a new feat called Raging Athlete.
Oh. Physical obstacles can't hold back your fury. While you are raging, you gain a climb speed and swim speed equal to your land speed, and the DC of high jumps and long jumps decreases by 10. Your distance for vertical leap increases to 5 feet vertically, and your distance for horizontal leap increases to 15 feet if your speed is at least 15 feet, and to 20 feet if your speed is at least 30 feet.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to leap onto this tree immediately.
Okay.
Seeing that it's only 10 feet from there. And I will begin to climb to my full speed up to this, which is 25, so I should reach it.
Okay.
That's 2 actions, 1 action to attack. Because not only do I have that, I have Combat Climber. Now attacking while climbing is nothing to me.
Excellent. You're not flat-footed while you're climbing, and you can climb with a hand occupied. You must still use the other hand and both legs to climb. Question is, what are you using to attack with?
Using a greatsword because it's versatile. It can be used as one-handed or 2.
Okay.
I will use now my +1 striking ruined greatsword. Yay! Its fire damage engulfs the sword, and I'll swing. It's a 19.
So I think I need to check, but I don't think versatile means the same thing. If I'm not mistaken, I think versatile is different in this.
Yes, it's a different type of damage you can
Piercing.
choose.
It's piercing instead of slashing.
Oh, it's not one-handed versus two-handed.
Yeah, so you'd have to use an unarmed attack. Or a dagger or something.
Okay, then I will punch with my fist to try to throw this dragon from the tree.
Okay.
I get regular rage with that. I don't think I get fire damage with it. Actually, I do, because it's still a weapon. It's just unarmed. 17.
That is unfortunately a miss. The wings of this creature sort of flap and blow some of the foliage into your face as you approach and you try to strike, but in your fury, you miss widely. Okay.
I'll just scream at it, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty, we are into regular turn order. Arashtak.
Yes. It's a dragon. I don't want to be here. So I won't. I back up 20 feet, 15 feet. Yes. And I do something new. I call upon the lightning in the sky. With a sudden bolt, it must make a reflex save of 19 or take 26 damage, which was actually fairly low for that roll.
Holy shit! Whoa!
It will take half if it only succeeds.
Now we're cooking.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 in that damage range, by the way.
Whoa! Okay. Very nice. What does this look like as the first time you cast the spell?
It's looking up at the sky, and as I do with normally my frost, and you see like almost condensation drip and form, electricity sparks and connects to me, to which I aim it right at the drake.
Okay. Let's see. This is a 19 requirement for reflex save. Okay. That's a 32.
And it takes no damage because that's a critical success. Good. No, that's good.
Yeah, that's a high reflex save there, bud. Yep.
It looks really cool and does nothing. All right, I end my
you
turn.
look super cool doing it. Super cool. Like you did the thing where you looked very Gandalfish in your lizard Gandalf in your attack. You held your staff forward and like your robes were blowing, like it was super cool. And then it was so much more powerful than you expected. And it's like trying to control a fire hose by yourself. You hold the staff out and just it cracks and it totally like decimates the part of the tree that it hits. You can see the little spider web like burns moving through the tree that it cracks outwards to. Okay, is that it for your turn?
Don't feel
Yes,
bad,
that
Dan.
is it.
Thunder and electric lightning attacks is a curse here on the show. Just don't feel bad.
Okay. The Drake will use its Draconic Frenzy. You start to see the creature salivating. This poisonous liquid starts to fall from its jaws, and it will roar, and it will then
That's too many.
Was that
Remove
just
like
a
half of those? Thank
a
you.
lot
that was
of
just me
dice?
emptying my dice bag out there.
Okay.
Wait,
But now are you
like,
adding them together?
Are you really TPKing us right now?
No, you see my life change? I literally opened up Path Builder.
See you next week. awake, everyone!
No, I was fine. I couldn't find my D4, so I had to dump out the whole dice pack. And I had to figure out who it is attacking. It is attacking Karun, unfortunately. With the Draconic Frenzy. It will climb sort of down towards you, Karun. Climbing down towards you. You can see it looking furious as it will then strike with its Draconic Fury, which is not too pleasant.
It's probably fine.
It will first make a Fangs attack against you.
It's a good thing I just got this brand new leather armor.
19 to hit.
Definitely hits, yeah.
Okay, against your AC, that is a hit. And this will be for 12 piercing, plus I need you to make a fortitude save.
Easy.
That is not a success. It's not a critical fail, however. You take an additional 5 poison damage.
Ah.
And you are enfeebled 1. Sorry. So 5 poison damage. You are, poison and enfeebled 1.
All right. So how much damage do I take? Is
17
12 plus
total.
5? 17.
Yeah, 12 piercing and 5 poison.
Okay. And enfeebled 1.
Mm-hmm. Then it will attack. Oh, I'm sorry. Forget the 5 poison damage. That was my bad. Wrong one.
36. Am I still enfeebled?
Yes. I rolled the wrong damage. Sorry, hold on. Okay, we'll just keep the original of 12, just because I rolled the wrong one. It should have been less, but I rolled pretty bad on the other one. Okay, then, so this is with its fangs. It sort of takes a bite out of you.
Stop it!
And then its tail whips around, and there will be 2 quick strikes with its stinger.
Ow!
And yes, 3 strikes plus the movement. 26 to hit.
It was really fun playing with everyone.
What's your AC?
It's 18.
Okay. I thought that was a crit for a second. Okay, 14.
It would have crit me, yeah.
14 piercing damage plus 2 poison.
220.
Oh, I'm sorry. We'll just use your fortitude save from before. So yes, this is a poison. You are still enfeebled 1.
All right.
Okay. And then the second stinger attack.
Oh no.
Ooh, 25 to hit for another 14 piercing damage.
All right. That's what, a 16 left? Ow! Ow! Oh! Ow!
And this will be another fortitude save, please. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Don't worry. I got this.
Sorry, that is definitely a crit. For additional 6 poison damage.
I'm dying.
You are enfeebled 2 as well.
Alright, well, I'm unconscious.
Okay. You are currently wounded 1 and dying 1.
Wounded 1, dying 1. Am I still enfeebled?
Yeah.
Can you be enfeebled and unconscious?
Yep, you were enfeebled 2. I'm sorry. Enfeebled 2.
Enfeebled 2, wounded 1, and dying 1, right?
Yep.
Alright. Dying. So it populated dying, unconscious, flat-footed, and blinded. Is that accurate?
That's with dead, like the dying condition.
Yeah.
So as soon as that gets lifted,
all right.
whenever
Sure,
you get
got it.
healed, that all goes away. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Let me just calculate how much damage that was. So
Yeah, well, I had
12
48 health and I was full from before.
Yeah.
So it was over 48 damage.
12. 17, so 29. Plus
Was that 4 attacks?
5. No, it was 3 attacks.
The poison from the stinger was its own
Yeah.
separate roll.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And if only you guys knew someone who could make you an antidote.
Okay. Yeah, I just rolled the Fang's attack because that was technically what the attack was. Okay, so 12, 17, 31, 33, 39, 49. That was 53 damage.
Just barely.
Yep. With one, there was one basically crit that happened from the poison on that one. Okay, Malavik, it is your turn. This creature has just...
26? Is this the new round? We had the surprise round.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It is your turn, Arashtak. I apologize. I don't know how that
Or
happened.
wait a minute. No, you're absolutely right, because I did
You
the
went.
lightning and it was useless. I forgot I was useless. Carry on.
Malavik, it's your turn.
Oh. Alright.
You are currently just slightly above the drake. It's climbed down on the branches and the bark of the tree and struck Karun down.
I'm going to jump on the drake.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
28.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
I'm going to lock my thighs around his skinny neck, and I'm going to take my great sword and come down on it with draconic fury of the red dragon. So I have fire attached to it as well. 12. And that was bad damage.
Okay, so I was giving you a circumstance bonus because you rolled well on your athletics to jump off of the tree and make this cool descending thing. You land atop the drake. However, it is very snake-like, and it's sort of like hard to bring your weapon directly down upon, and its neck sort of moves out of the way as you strike. That is a miss.
Then I will switch my position of my sword to do a stab attack.
So I'm going to say, just so you're aware, before you roll this, hold on. You have one action left. One to jump from the tree, and then you have 2 actions. You used one to strike with your greatsword, and now you have one other one.
Correct. There's nothing else I can really do but to get off this drink, but I am staying on it. 17.
Okay. 17 is a miss. Again, you're trying to sort of hang on to this creature and strike, but unfortunately, it just manages to dodge out of the way. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
I have a question. It is 15 feet up into the air.
Not anymore. It's
It's
about
on the tree.
Yeah, it's on the tree. It's probably only about 5 feet up.
All right, very good. Then I will use one action to 5-foot step this way. And then I'll use another action to 5-foot step this way. So it is now flanked,
Okay.
flat-footed. And for my final action, I would like to exploit vulnerability.
All right.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay, I think that is a miss, but let me check. Almost positive it's a miss. That is not enough.
All right, but it's not a critical failure.
Correct.
Okay, then I will only be able to use my personal antithesis against it. That will be the end of my turn. As I maneuver around the tree, trying to perhaps be a distraction of my own kind, I begin to rummage inside of my pouch, searching for something to help me with the getting an upper hand here. That's my turn.
Okay. Yara, it's your turn.
Oh, gods. I'm going to go ahead and use my first turn to reach a hand over and channel my oracular energy through these new healer's gloves that I purchased in Oskalua in order to heal Karun for 2d6 plus 7 for 12 points of healing. So, Karun, you are no longer dying, and you have 12 HP. Karun, darling, get the fuck up and run! I will then turn my gaze over to this creature, and I shall utilize my new oracular ability, Vision of Weakness. My eyes will turn blue as I gaze deeply into this creature. And with Vision of Weakness, I am going to go ahead and gain which of its 3 saving throws it has the lowest modifier, as well as any of its weaknesses, and I will get a +2 bonus to my next attack roll.
Okay. I'm just going to extend this map out a little bit because I'm having trouble getting it onto the screen. So I'm just going to do this. Awkward and gross, but there we go. There we are. All right. Okay. Very well. And do they have any sort of... Learn them as well as which saving throw modifier is slowest. You learn. There's no saving throw for this?
Nope.
What the fuck?
But yeah, it's a focus spell. So,
Okay.
I mean, it elevates the curse, but yeah, it's pretty dope.
Okay. Very well. Let's see here. This creature has no weaknesses.
Neither do I, creature. Neither do I. Wink.
The lowest of its saving throw modifiers is will. And you gain an inherent understanding of its movements and gain a +2 status bonus to your next attack roll or skill check made as part of an attack action against this foe before the end of your turn.
Mm-hmm. So I won't be able to utilize that this turn, I do not believe. But with that being said, I am going to back up a little bit, since I do not want to be caught in any sort of an AoE or anything if this is something that creature has. It looks big. I would assume it might. So I'm going to step back about here. Let me just double check and make sure. Yes. So with my final turn, I am moving back, and that is it.
Okay. Haroon, you are currently prone, but you're feeling a little bit better as this large, like 10-foot creature is sort of slithering around the tree. Malavik is kind of on its back right now, and it is sort of peering down at you. You feel the wounds that you've already taken from this thing.
Karun survives in spite of the creature. And through petty will of survival, I will run away. Do I have to take an action to get up from prone?
Yes.
Then I will take one action to get up from prone, take one action to run away to here, yes?
Unfortunately, this creature does have an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You see its tail start to move around like a whip, and it sort of cracks towards you, and will a stinger attack upon you. Ooh, it's a 25 to hit
Yeah, it's fine.
for 13 piercing damage.
Back to dying I go. Goodbye.
And I still need a fortitude save. Oh no. Oh no.
Dying 2 then?
Huh?
How do I increase my ability to die? Where there's no number next to it. How do I die harder?
The number is next to your HP on the sheet. It'll say like dying.
Oh, dying
1.
2.
Yeah.
There we go. Got it.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, and you are still enfeebled too. Okay. Rashtak, it's your turn. Yes,
Yara,
Karun.
do you have that?
Yes, darling, I've got this.
Just to be clear, you wouldn't have gotten that far anyway, so Karun is
Oh, all right.
still there.
Sure.
Well, let's see. Yep, I have to take chances. Stamping my staff down, I reach a hand out, and bugs begin to swirl around it, and seemingly begin to bite me and drink from my blood. As I use reach, so I no longer need to do touch attacks and have 30 feet added to any touch spell. And my bugs begin to fly out, attempting to bite this drake to give it scurvy.
Oh, very
It must
nasty.
make a fortitude save and crit fail to succeed for me.
It has to crit fail?
I'm pretty sure with its pluses, yes.
Wow. It's got a lot. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
We've had it happen before.
It doesn't have
It
to
has
crit
crit fail before.
It doesn't
Oh, yeah,
have to crit fail, but it's close.
It has to get a, yeah, it's a 2. I know what its plus is. I saw. Yeah. Well, okay.
The
It
target.
still is enfeebled for a minute.
Yes.
That is why I like this spell. So that is 10 rounds, I believe.
Okay.
It's enfeebled 1.
Yes, that is 10 rounds. Okay. Very nice.
That is all I do.
Putting on a condition like this happens to be a pretty good thing just in general.
Oh yes, that's why I have them.
They try and sell you on that stuff quite a bit, I think, throughout the book, and there's a reason for it. Okay. I cannot find this icon for this. I know we've got it.
Oh, is
Somewhere
it like a
there.
broken bone or something?
I don't know. I cannot find it. For now, I will use a yellow marker. And this is enfeebled 1. Okay. All right, and enfeebled is physically weakened. When you're enfeebled, you take a status penalty equal to the condition value to strength-based rolls and DCs, including strength-based melee attack rolls, strength-based damage rolls, and athletics checks. Pretty good.
Yep.
Now, Karun, it is your turn again because your turn order switches when you are when you're knocked unconscious and you move before the creature that has knocked you unconscious. So, you're currently dying 2 right now. That's not so good. So, when you are dying, you basically have to make a roll here to see if it gets worse. I believe
Or
it
you
is.
can use hero points.
You can use hero points to stabilize yourself. It will consume all hero points you have. If you would
Oh
like to
no.
use it.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Then I'm going to need a roll. I think it's a... Hold on, let me just double check. But I think it's a flat D20.
I think you're right. Unless it's Constitution, but I think it's flat.
It's all right. I got a 5.
Okay. Hold on. That might be very bad.
Wait, are you dying?
You're not
too?
able to re-roll using hero points once you roll a
you're
death
dying-
save, are you?
I don't think so, because you have the
No, you have
opportunity to
announce it
spend them.
before. Wait, if you're
But
dying,
yeah,
3,
dying
you're
4
dead.
is done,
Oh,
not
dying
3.
4.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god.
I need to check on this real quick. This is pretty
I'm
bad.
the only one that's different because I have orc ferocity. For me, it's dying 5, where
Okay, so this is a recovery check. The DC is equal to 10 plus your current dying value to see if you get better or worse. Okay, so you rolled a 5, so that wasn't
That's
a
right.
critical fail, luckily, because if it was a
Yes!
critical fail, you would have just died.
Yes!
However, you are now at dying 3.
Oh. Dying 3. Bam.
The Drake is enfeebled, and Malavik is riding it right now. It will try and shake you off, Malavik.
And it's only 5 feet from the ground, correct?
Yep. You know what we're gonna do? I think it's time to fly. It's time to fly. Okay. Malavik, please make an athletics check for me.
26.
Excellent. Now, this creature is going to get a -1 to this roll. Ooh, okay. Malavik, you hang on as the creature begins to fly up and away over here. It's up in the air about 30 feet. I'm going to just put some wings on this thing if I can find some wings in one of these icons. Yep. Okay. Can I do 30 feet? Nope. Alright, I'll just make that a 3, and that's how many feet up in tens. You know it is, I guess. Okay. So it's about 30 feet up with Malavik on its back, and let's see. It is very upset that Malavik is there. It will then rear back and sort of fire off a burst of poison spit towards Yara and Arashtak. I need both of you to make a reflex save, please.
21.
Okay.
13.
Both are fails. Arashtak, yours is a critical fail.
I'm gonna re-roll that if that's a critical, if I can.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's see if it's worse. It's worse. Still a crit fail.
You were both hit for 6 poison damage. Or I'm sorry, Arashtak, you're hit for 6. Yara,
12?
you are hit for
Oh,
3 poison damage.
okay.
I can make it 12 if you want.
No. That's all right. Thank you, though. I appreciate your generosity.
Yes, we quite like where we are.
Okay, that is it for its turn. Malavik, it's your turn.
For our first attack, I'm going to try to slice the wing with my greatsword.
Okay. You can aim for a specific body part if you'd like. I will give you a penalty on the roll. But with a risk might come greater reward.
I am raging. 24.
Okay. You didn't answer my question.
What was the question? Yes, I'm aiming for the wing.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
raging. All I know is to kill
Okay.
this thing.
All right. Unfortunately, that is a miss in this case. As you aim for the wing, it sort of just barely misses, Malavik. It's really close. As you aim specifically for the joint in the shoulder joint where the wing connects to the body on this creature, and it just barely misses.
Fine.
Flapping furiously, trying to get you off.
For my next attack, I am going to attempt to grapple this thing's neck and wrestle it to the ground.
Okay. That will be an athletics check.
I'm going to take 2 actions to do this, to be fair. Actually, I really don't. I can actually put the sword around his neck if I want to be thematic. Athletics check. 28.
That is a success.
Yeah.
So, you have
As I'm doing this, I want to speak to it in Draconic.
Okay.
I don't know if it can even understand. And I'll just say, stop fighting it. You will die. And then I will turn my whole body weight with the sword around his neck and position myself in a way to ring it to throw it off balance. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. All we are is the fight, the hunt. I will make you my prey.
It says in Draconic.
Just pisses me off even more.
Okay.
So, yep.
You have essentially grappled this creature. That's one action. You still have one action left.
I'm going to try to throw my body weight and throw this thing off balance to bring it down. I don't know which one to roll.
This will be an acrobatics check.
Really?
Yeah.
A 4.
Yeah.
I will re-roll that.
Okay.
I have 1 hero point left. A 20.
Okay. Ooh. So it's still taking the enfeebled penalty, so that's an 18. You start to take the creature off balance. It is rushing towards the ground. Quickly.
That'll
And
be the end of my turn.
roll a 2d6, please, Malavik.
2d6, got you. That's an 11.
As you bring the drake down to the ground hard, and it will take some damage from the fall. You also take a little bit of damage. You take 5 damage.
And that damage is negated as I smile, and you start to see smoke slowly coming from my mouth and vapors as I stare this dragon into his broken husk on the ground, because I still have 1 temporary hit point remaining from rage.
This drake is far from broken. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
I immediately begin to rush forward, and as I do, I will pull out another exploit vulnerability. 26.
Okay, that is enough.
Okay.
And what do you learn from the?
Its highest weakness,
It has none.
resistance or immunity.
Immunities, disease, paralyze, poison, and unconscious.
Okay. As I begin rushing forward, I pull from my satchel what appears to be ash of a burnt creature, and I begin to smear it across the blade of the spear. And so, for my second action, I'll move into position. I'm unsure what would consider a flank. Is that appropriate? We're here?
Yeah, I think you'd have to be one to the right.
Okay. That.
Yep.
Okay. So, while it is flat-footed, I will make a spear attack here. So I drive it forward. 23.
That is a hit.
Very good. It will take 8 piercing damage. I don't know why it says bludgeoning. Ignore that. It will take 8 piercing damage, and as I drive the spear forward, it takes an additional 6 because we leveled up.
Very nice.
Insects, you're all insects. I will feast on your flesh.
It says in Draconic.
I don't relay it, I just scream at it. Die.
Yara, it's your turn.
Seeing Karun have fallen again, I will go ahead and I will channel my oracular powers through lifelink into her, pouring out some of my life essence into her. You will notice that the scars on my face extend inwards, and there is energy coming from it of a golden light heading her way. That'll be for 2 points of healing on that. And she will return to not being dying. And with that, I have now elevated my curse to a moderate level, and as such, I will go ahead and cast a 2-action second level heal on Karun from afar. And that will be also adding, I believe, an additional 16 healing. Let me double check.
Whoa!
No, wait. Restored by 8. Does it elevate if it's a level 2? Increases by 8, yes. So you get an additional 16 on top of that. So that will be 38 points of healing. Oh. I roll d12s when I'm moderate.
Where am I?
You're alive! Try not to die again, please! Darling.
No promises.
Oh.
You can see,
That's
like,
just my turn.
Karun's got some, like, what I envision for enfeebled is maybe some, like, arthritis or something, or, like, you know, like, your hands are sort of, like, shaking a little bit. Okay.
I'm still wounded, right?
I don't think that removes wounds, right?
No, it does not.
Yeah.
Magical healing does not remove wounds.
So you're wounded 2 right now.
All right. Wounded 2 and enfeebled 2.
Yeah, and just so you're aware, if you get downed again, that means you're at dying 3.
Oh, all right. Am I
Those
still
wounds-
poisoned?
You are not poisoned. You are enfeebled 2, and you are wounded 2.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. Is that it for your turn, Yara?
That is it.
Arash talk.
Seeing that it is now on the ground and maybe just a little bit easier to hit. Aiming at it, frost forms on my finger and begins to build up more than a normal ray of frost as I attempt to make a large icicle attack it and hit with a 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
That will be a total of 7.
Okay. Very nice.
With 7 damage. I'll do it. That's damage. I take it.
You see the ice sort of spread out across part of its torso, right near your leg, Malavik. You could feel the cold like emanating up your leg, but your blood is boiling. Your rage is thrumming, and you ignore this. Your prey is below you, and this creature is not a pushover. Haroon?
I have one more action.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have one more action.
That's all right. I'm going to cast Guidance on Malavik. You choose the next roll you take a +1 for.
Is that within range?
Yes, it is 30-foot range. But also I have reach, so.
Yep.
But yes, that is now it. So there you are.
You'll notice the bugs collect on my back as I want to swat them. I allow them to do whatever disgusting stuff that they do.
They're helpful. They like you.
Okay, Karun, you're currently prone, enfeebled 2, and wounded 2.
All right. Can I throw something at the dragon from this distance?
Yeah.
How far away is it?
15 feet. It's on the ground.
All right, good. So I will. You will see Karun skitter back up to her feet, but pulling out an alchemist's kit. I would like to quick craft a lesser antidote, which gives me 2 of them. And I will take 1. I'll be just scraping off some of the goop from the dragon and like mixing it in some vials. Really quickly shaking it, testing it, and just pound one of them. Can I throw the other one to another party member?
Sure. You take one, and as this happens, I think we're going to go ahead and say that the enfeeblement was part of the poison from this creature. So I think this is going to go ahead and it's going to cure your enfeebled too, I think.
Sweet. No more enfeeblement?
Correct. So you used one
Very
action to quick craft, 1 action to drink. You're still like sitting down on the ground.
Can I, so, should it do some damage, or do you want the antidote?
Mess him up!
Kill it.
Eat him alive!
I'm just from sitting down, I guess. All right. I take one of the alchemist's fires that I have. It's just this little jar full of light and flaming swirls. It smells like fuel. All right. And I just bite the tip off the ampule and toss it at the dragon with one of these. A calculated splash.
Very nice. Okay. Make your bomb roll.
Now it's this, but also the calculated splash does a different damage, right?
Yeah. So you do your int modifier, which is what, 4?
4, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, so you can actually set this, and I'll help you with this if you need on your character sheet, but you can set this because all your splashes are going to be your intelligence mod now.
Okay.
With calculated splash. Okay.
Perfect.
So you don't hit it dead on, but the blast of fire that sort of explodes outwards, similar to like a Molotov cocktail, expands outwards and does manage to connect with the Drake and do some damage. All right.
That's my turn.
The Drake is going to try to throw Malavik the fuck off. And it will try and make an athletics check to do that. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It doesn't make an athletics check to do this. Malavik, you roll an athletics check, and you need to beat... Okay.
22.
Oh, that's good. I was going to ask a clarifying question. Apologize. Is it prone after hitting the ground?
It should be.
It is prone, yes.
It can only take move actions then.
If it is prone,
The only move. Only move actions you can take. My mistake. It does. Is that a? Anyway, ignore me. I thought I was just wondering if it.
so
Sorry.
Malavik makes it, breaks it, just fucking barely. You stay on top of this thing. It's fucking furious that you're on its back. It's gonna use another action to shake you off. Another athletics check, please.
23.
You stay on top, and now it, in its fury, will try and strike at you with its stinger.
Does it get any debuffs? Feeble creature, remove yourself from my back.
And it will try and strike at you with its stinger. It has a debuff. Yes, it's gonna be a
It's
minus.
flat-footed, it's prone, and what else?
Yeah, it's flat-footed, it's prone, and it is currently enfeebled.
Yes.
However, I just fucking rolled a 36.
What? Okay, how much is that total?
So flat-footed is a -2 to AC. Does flat-footed affect the attack roll as well?
Prone is attack roll -2. That's what I was thinking of earlier.
Yeah. Okay, so -3. So this is a 33.
Total?
Total.
That hits. That's a crit. I only have 41 AC.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Okay. I also need a fortitude save from you as well, then.
Ooh, I'm re-rolling that. I'm out of points.
You're not re-rolling that?
23.
Okay. Now
I
you're
am.
Okay. 23 is still a miss, unfortunately. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Okay, this is... We need another 2d6. No, wait, what was the...
So it's -16.
Hold on. This is gonna be... 27 piercing damage. And
Hold on a second. How much?
27 piercing. And then...
Dang, wait, that's -26 average temporary hit point, okay.
I'll raise my amulet for amulet's abeyance. Reduce that by 6 damage.
21.
Okay.
And then you take...
That's including my, it's 21 total.
Yeah, and then poison damage.
So I give it 20.
And since you succeeded on the saving throw... I'm sorry, you failed on the saving throw, but you didn't crit fail. This is gonna be... So I think that the damage is doubled, but you don't get the second enfeebled. Okay. You take 7 poison damage and 1 enfeebled.
I'm enfeebled.
And it is your turn, Malavik.
I'll feel this poison into my bloodstream and I just knock away the pain and I will slash at this creature in fury 3 times in succession. One. So 20.
Miss.
8.
Miss.
9.
And a miss.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I should have said guidance, but it doesn't matter. Because it would have missed anyway. Guidance is only +1.
Guidance would make the first attack hit.
Oh, well, if I'm allowed. If not, that's fine.
Fine.
All right, I will take guidance on the first hit.
Okay. Only the first strike hits, and the creature sort of shakes violently as you try and swing and just kind of miss the next 2 attacks, Malavik. But your first one will deal some damage. Very nice. Okay.
And I'll scream out in pain as I hear not in pain and frustration as I hear feel the poison start boiling.
Celia.
In similar fashion, I strike 3 times with my spear.
27 is a hit.
27. Okay. That will be 8 piercing damage plus an additional 6. So 14 total there. Second roll is a 7.
That is a miss.
Third attack is a 10.
Another miss. 2 quick strikes. This time the creature uses its tail to sort of bat your spear away as you attack with 2 quick jabs with the spear that both miss. Okay. Yara.
All right, not much is hitting this thing, it seems. So, I'm going to spend this turn to do a little bit of setup to maybe perhaps try and get some more damage in on my end while still being able to heal. So, I will go ahead and I will place a hand upon my chest to cast guidance upon myself to give myself a +1 to my next attack roll. With my other hand, I will go ahead and I will summon forth my spiritual weapon next to this creature. And that is a natural 1 anyway, but it's still there. That's my turn.
It's there in spirit.
I'll try not to miss the mark next time, darlings. That was very embarrassing.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That is indeed.
Okay. Arashtak.
Yes. For one action, my hand waves out. Bugs begin to fly and fill the air and swirl around me, biting me slightly, and then flying on over to Malavik and alighting themselves on you. You will begin to heal, which, yes, is 4 a round for 4 rounds.
Does it include
So make
this?
note of that at the start of
one?
your turn.
Thank you. 4 for 4 rounds.
Yes.
I'm going to put the little medicine bottle on you.
I think it's on your turn. It might be mine. Whatever's easiest to... It doesn't say.
We'll say it's the beginning of your turn, Malavik.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't specify. Thank you. That is one action. Thunder begins to clap around me as I have the final prepared sudden bolt. As I call down lightning, as it flows through me, and I strike at it. It needs to make a fortitude save. Ooh. Do not get a critical success, damn you!
Reflex save.
Reflex.
God damn it!
I would think that the strongest thing may be reflex at
Not.
this point.
No, it's not.
Fortitude, yeah.
Fortitude is. All right, I'm
with
done.
a 31.
Again,
Yep.
Arashtaki looks so freaking cool, and this giant bolt of lightning just crashes down and strikes the ground right near the dragon.
That's it.
All right, buddy. Okay. Haroon, it's your turn.
Well, so the dragon really hasn't moved, has it? It's still in the same spot. Is it still prone?
Yep.
Wow. What a loser. All right. Then, well, I guess I'm still prone too, so I shouldn't throw stones. I will, I think I will stand up. That takes an action. Can I tell, like, how damaged the dragon looks? Does it look like it's on the verge of death, or are we just going to keep...
You've definitely taken some good shots on this thing, for sure. It's bleeding.
It's bleeding. All right.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Your advanced scurvy, actually, that is gone.
It never
not
had
enfeebled.
scurvy,
Yeah.
it's just enfeebled. 10 rounds have passed?
No, so it's got a disease trait, scurvy.
It did not get scurvy, it just got enfeebled. So here, I'll show you. So, it succeeded. It only got enfeebled. However, if it failed, it would have been afflicted with advanced scurvy. So on success, it's not scurvy, it's
Gotcha.
just enfeebled.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But you're correct, it cannot get enfeebled. Or it cannot get scurvy.
Gotcha. Okie dokie. Sorry, Karun, what were you gonna say?
So from here, I guess I will just try and throw more fire at it, if it's just going to let me. Sure. All right.
Okay.
I will rip another ampule out of my vest and crush the little tip of it off with my teeth. And just, it smells like fuel, and it looks terrible. And I throw it, and you just see like a arc of flame going past.
Again, the splash manages to connect. You see this burst of fire spread outwards and singe part of the creature. Again, in Draconic, you hear,
Pesky little insects, I will eat you all.
it says in Draconic.
And then for my final trick, I will hide. I take cover.
Okay.
Is this greater cover since I'm in the woods?
No, it's probably just regular cover behind behind this tree, I think.
A bush.
Yeah. Do you I think you have one more action, right? Or are you moving?
I had to get up and then throw
right,
the thing.
Right. Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
then take in cover.
Gotcha.
That's my turn.
Okay. The Drake is really trying to shake Malavik the fuck off. Athletics check, please, Malavik.
29.
It is so pissed that you're back there, Malavik. And it will strike with its stinger twice at you.
Best way to get me off.
That will be a 20. It's prone, that's 2. Enfeebled is 1. So that's a 21 to hit.
My AC is 21.
That is a hit then. 15 piercing damage, Malavik. I need a fortitude save.
31.
All good. Okay, you take no poison damage. And then, let's see, second attack with its stinger. Same thing, 13 piercing damage this time though.
Yep. Yay.
Okay, fortitude
Wait.
save.
Okay. 21.
Okie dokie. That is a fail. You take an additional 5 poison damage. You feel it sort of, with every pulse of your heart, you feel like the poison sort of like burning its way through your veins as it is moving through your circulatory system. Okay, and the Drake stays put. It's your turn.
My grip is slowly starting to waver. But then I feel the sting. of a mosquito and gain +4 hit points. And I am going to then assume this dragon is looking at me since it tried to attack me, correct?
Yeah, it's really super pissed at you for sure.
22 on intimidation for a intimidating glare.
That is a fail. No, I'm sorry, hold on. That is a success. That is a success.
It will now be
Demoralized.
demoralized 1.
Frightened 1.
A fright 1, yes. And then I will take my great sword and I will slash at it with all of my might. Die! That is a nat 1.
Okay.
I'm going to try to do it again. 6 is fuel sucks. All this damage that could be would be nice.
Yeah, you're just so enraged and still just trying to... You're holding on with your legs, you know, you're doing the thigh crusher on this creature, just trying to hold on. Now, if it was Arcelia's thighs, I mean...
Yeah.
Most
Thighs
likely...
and boobs can work together.
Yeah.
I can only make my pecs pop. Can't grip it.
Okay, Arcelia, it's your turn.
I continue doing the same, striking forward. I'll try to aim for its throat now.
Genthia will probably never walk without a limp again.
25.
That is a hit.
7 plus 6 damage.
Very nice. You sink the spear deep, and you can see blood is like pouring from the wounds at this point.
I rip it out and I dive it back in again. And I miss with an 8.
This is just a series of glancing blows that sort of slide against the creature's scales, just barely scratching it.
I see how unwell Malavik is. My movements become desperate and I am stabbing ferociously forward without even looking.
Yara, it's your turn.
Seeing Malavik in the condition that he is, I will channel that extra oracular energy within myself and cast a 2-action heal on him with my moderate curse. That will be 9 plus 16, so 25 points of healing for him. And with my final action, I will take a swing with my spiritual weapon. Sustaining the spell. It will miss again.
Okay. Rashtak, it's your turn.
Yes. Clarifying question. Who has the Ayudara key?
I imagine it would be Aleli.
Oh, they here with us?
Yeah.
Oh.
Aleli and several of the Owasia.
I knew that. I didn't realize they had kept. That makes sense. All right.
Carrying the telescope and several other components.
Got it. Well, all right. Got a couple ideas here, none of which are great. So I was waiting to see. All right, well, we'll give it a college try, because I've definitely been to that in this world. A swamp college. Hand raises, frost begins to form, but not nearly as much as before, as a ray of frost goes out for a 21 to hit.
21 will be a hit because of all the debuffs on this creature right now. Very nice.
Thank you. Almost minimum damage, but I'll take it. 6.
Yeah, you can see the ice spread out, and it's causing like immediate frostburn on this this creature. You can see the drake sort of wobbling like it's barely keeping it together right now.
And I think I'm gonna move farther away.
Okay, Karun.
So it's still on the ground, is this right?
It is. It's
What a
tried many times
loser.
to shake Malavik off and can't.
Well, Karun, feeling emboldened, will, I'm going to throw another bomb at it. Again, you take another ampule from my vest. I will bite off the tip of the ampule. It smells like fuel. It looks like terrible. And I will throw it in a big arc over the woods. And again, I will...
Again, the bomb doesn't directly hit this creature, but the fire spreads outwards again. And this time, Karun, you can see that the creature's sort of trying to buck Malavik off, and the fire actually spreads to its mouth and its face, and it screams in pain. And it falls to the ground, dead.
What's that? I don't understand, loser. Dragon, are you
Wait.
still awake? No?
Wait a minute, wait. Did you just pity us?
No.
He said it was pouring blood momentarily ago on Arcelia's last attack.
Yes, I did.
And I will proceed to take my greatsword, turn it over, now to slit its chest open. Find his heart. I would like to eat it.
You want
Please
some...
make a fortitude
Seasoning?
save.
15.
900 D6s.
I've got some pepper, some basil.
You take 6 poison damage.
I
As you
ignore it and
consume
I
this
keep
heart.
consuming the heart.
Malavik?
And when I look up, my eyes will be different. Slits instead of pupils. Horns will have grown out. As you see, the variation of colors go from red to green in the scales that have come on my face, and then go back to red. As I stand up with the acid dripping from my mouth, look at everybody in a feral manner. Sink my claws into the ground and try to hold back the rage as I try to come back.
You are my prey today. And then I'll look up at everyone.
That's right, buddy. You got him.
Go on. Say what you must.
You
Tell
want
me
an...
how much you you despise me and do not like me. Say it!
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. I'm on you. I'm on Team U. Do you want an antidote? Because I've got one.
You should probably cook that first.
I'll spit out whatever pieces of flesh that are between my teeth and stand up. And would like to search this creature for any... Actually, instead, I would look over at Karun and notice that they have been a big part in the hunt. Invite her over to taking part in the feast.
Wow. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Eat your fill. I will take your potion.
Sure. Here, take the antidote. I've taken one already. So, stick in. I'm going to just gingerly take just a tiny little bit off, because I'm not sure culturally. You know, I'll just take a bit. Which part should I eat?
The liver.
The
It's a good
liver?
part.
All right.
Yes. The liver, the poison glands, they work in tandem.
Karim takes some sticks out and just kind of gingerly takes a little slice of the liver,
Are
like
you not
this.
taking my invitation on engulfing in this?
Oh, I'm definitely going to eat it.
Good. I will take a potion and then, who called at me?
That was me. I simply was going to ask if you were okay.
I will start to feel pain. The wounds will open up as rage, the fires will die down. And I am pretty hurt. When I take my first step, I will hit the ground.
So hard.
Please make a fortitude save, Karun.
Okay.
Now, I have taken an antidote, and it lasts for 6 hours.
You get a +2. Okay. Still not enough, unfortunately.
No! What?
21 isn't enough.
No.
Yeah, Karun, you are nauseated. Nauseated 1. So you managed to, you gulp down the liver, the raw liver, and
the dragon's revenge.
Yeah. Immediately, Karun turns around and starts retching off to the side.
It's really good. It's really good, actually. It's really good.
Again, I asked why would you not want to cook that? If I found a little root vegetable, maybe some aromatics, I could make that liver much tastier.
Devouring the lesser beast is how you show honor.
Yes, why not cook it
The
first?
spirit will go on within you, and you grow at power.
I can feel it. I can feel it already.
You did good. You all did. Did not run. I expected that.
Oh, if I had the key, I was going to.
Lely speaks up from just past the clearing.
Is the creature dead?
It is dead.
It should be safe. Throughout this entire exchange, I've been looking around, making sure there's nothing else disturbing the tree line.
Is it safe for us to begin setting up?
Yes. I believe so. In the meantime, Malavik, come here.
Is anyone badly injured?
I just start to take off my upper arm and show wounds all over my body as I walk towards Yara.
Yes. I'll be able to treat your wounds unless Alele is going to do something.
One of the Awatia, who would have been introduced to you as Aksaya, will assist in sort of just healing. We can assume over the next 20 or 30 minutes that you are all fully healed. All conditions are removed.
Who is this person again?
Aksaya.
Is she single?
Did you ask?
Come home with me.
No, no. Malavik wouldn't be worrying about that right now. Indigestion probably kicking in. No.
So.
Oh, question. The dragon. I do not know in this world, but do dragon scales sail for anything across Galarian?
Certainly.
I would like...
You don't even have to make a roll for that. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to...
These are drakes. This is a drake specifically. It's not.
Yeah, it's
the
not
same,
a full dragon. Yes.
Yeah, it's not a full-blooded dragon, but it's close and it's definitely worth something. The question is, what can you actually get out of this creature? Is the real question here.
That's the roll.
I will ask Malavik if it is all right for me to harvest one of its eyes.
Yes. I plan on harvesting this whole creature. You may definitely help me if you like. And the eyes are yours.
Eyes are important. They have seen many things. They may be able to detect things that we cannot, especially this being a different world. It might be helpful for us to take it with us.
Yes. Then I will try to harvest the scales, anything that we can get off the creature. It did have resistance to poison, so...
Okay. Malavik, you can make a survival check.
Anyone helping?
I'm getting treated by the elves. Is that right?
Guidance?
Yeah.
I can assist you, yes, if you ask.
I'm
I would
meditating.
help.
Okay. I mean, I would have just said this out loud.
Yeah, if you asked, I would help with
Okay.
survival, the
Okay.
harvesting.
So both of you can make a survival check.
13.
22.
Nice.
Okay. I need to check because this is going to be close. Okay. So, Malavik, roll me a d10.
Six.
You harvest 6 dragon scales.
What about the eyes? Unless there's going to be a
One
separate.
eye.
Excellent.
And roll me a d5.
Okay, let me make notes real quick.
Or, I'm
'cause
sorry,
I,
a d6. Roll me a d6.
What was it? You said 6.
I already got it for you, Frank.
Oh, thank you. A D6?
Yes.
5.
You get 5 drake meat rations from this creature. And roll me another d6.
5.
5 teeth.
Oh. I will, I think everyone, if anyone's watching me harvest this, I don't know who's around, you will see me slowly, methodically, different from what I've done for any other creatures. I treat this drake, even though I have hatred for it, I treat it with care as I harvest its parts and set it to the side to kind of zone out. But I take the meat cuts and I look at Rastak, put my hand on his shoulder. I said, we've had a rough patch, you and I. I may have said things that did not translate well, but I would like for you to know that you are a valued companion. And I dump the meat on his arms.
It's so much. It's like a full there's different cuts. It's like 5 really big steaks. It's like 5 porterhouses.
Then I will walk to Arcelia and
Thank you. Yes.
and say, I will take the empty bottle that the enfeeblement liquid was in, and I'll give her the bottle. I won't put the eye in because I'll probably mash it, and the eye probably won't fit. Actually, it's really big, and I'll hand it over to her and say, you probably want to get this in
Don't worry.
something to preserve it so it won't dry out.
I've got just the thing. I reach into one of my satchels and you see me pull out a small bundle of wax paper and delicately begin to wrap it up. And as you're close, you can see into my satchel, perhaps for the first time. There is numerous bits and baubles, little trinkets, metallic things, powders, sprigs, seeds, and now among them an eyeball. Small compartments neatly divided inside of this large pocket, more or less.
I'll nod. And I'll walk over past Yora, and I'll nod to her, and then I'll just go and check on Karun and say, how was it?
How is what? Getting treated by the elves? There's just a bunch of elves around me. They're all like looking at my arms and my hands. It's going all right. They're way bigger than I am. I wasn't that hurt. It was fine. I probably would have survived. Nothing can kill me. I'll be around forever.
You are resilient and stubborn.
I'm a creature of spite.
Well, that was the feast. Did you feel the power coursing to you?
I still feel it. It's like a ball, like a hot ball right here in my guts. I feel it.
Good. Good. Thank you for your potion. I do not feel anything from it.
That's good, because normally it makes, never mind. It's good that you don't feel anything. Means it's the good stuff.
I will wrap the scales and teeth together, walk back to Yara and say, I have room in my bag, but these are heavy. If
I
you
will
would,
silently open up the bag of holding.
these are precious to me. I do not know what type of condition we will be in, or the items will be in if we do travel through this gate. But I would appreciate if you would hold it for me.
Certainly.
And I'll gently place them in the bag. And I would also be very shocked and bewildered at how it feels to, I'm guessing it's like a dimension pocket almost. Strange magics. And then I will walk off and sit with the group.
So, as you are all sort of licking your wounds, the Awatia begin to help Aleli with this telescope and various bits of copper wire and such, rigging the telescope to the Ayudara and strapping the Shade Wither key to the top of the arch with delicate strands of gold appropriated from one of the Awatia's necklaces. Aleli makes one last adjustment to the telescope, then looks to you all for the go-ahead.
I will walk over to Aleli without saying anything, and I will probably embrace her.
Oh.
And I will whisper, thank you.
You are most welcome.
I will return.
I'm sure you will. And I want you to know, Malevich, do not cast doubts upon yourself. You have good friends here, it seems.
I'll just grunt and nod, and I will separate and walk toward everyone and stand next to everybody as we are getting ready to depart.
Lely is sort of looking at each of you.
I don't see any reason for us to stay longer, yes?
I believe it is time to move, yes. But, Lily, thank you. And, I will look towards everyone. All of you for, allowing us to stay with you for such a time. And for all of your assistance, genuinely.
The Awatia sort of look at each other and they smile. Aleli says,
This adventure is something that none of us will forget. Not for many years. We will tell your stories.
And don't worry, we will tell yours.
I am sure that Gentiel will tell many stories of you.
That's fine.
Lely closes her eyes and softly chants. She places both hands on the telescope. Golden light spills out from the gate key and cascades down the Ayudara, then through the wire to the telescope. With a deep, chest-rattling hum, the telescope blasts a beam of light up into the sky. Aleli grins and cries, "It's working!" Yet as she says it, the hum takes on a discordant note. Her smile falters as the telescope's beam suddenly changes direction. Refracting toward different points across the sky. The landscape itself begins to fuzz and shift, the stones around the Ayudara remaining the same, but everything else transforming. Images of alien beings and strange places, dragons in the snow, gelatinous blobs in candy floss clouds, spindly angels soaring in a starry void flicker pass too quickly to catalog. "The Ayudara's broken loose!" Aleli shouts, her hands working frantically at the telescope. "It's searching for a new connection and trying to take this whole clearing with it! Hold on! We won't have another chance at this! Everyone, get closer to the gate!"
I'm going.
I grab Yara's hand.
I will dart towards it.
Oh yes, I run.
We run.
Yes, we are running.
Can I ascertain anything about this with my mechanics? Crafting?
You can make a roll. It's going to be really tough.
I live for tough rolls.
What Aleli has set up here is beyond you and your knowledge of is any sort of gate travel.
Totally fine.
Yeah. You maybe read some cursory things in the library, but you can't seem to put the thoughts together right now to explain what's happening. As you all approach the Ayudara, Lely adjusts something, and the flickering landscape suddenly locks in place. Cold, red desert appears all around, broken up by delicate rock columns and high canyon walls. The gateway ruins now stand in the mouth of a canyon, at the bottom of which lies a strange contraption like an insect with canvas wings. 40 feet away, a rat-like humanoid in a wide-brimmed hat glares at you from the back of a giant red lizard. He rears his mount and shrieks. I need to know what languages everybody speaks.
Certainly not rat.
I speak Elven, Dwarven, Arboreal, Verisian, and Hallet.
Speak Sylvan, Common, and Draconic.
I speak Common, Orc, Aklo, and Scald.
Common, Eruxi, Sylvan, Elven, and Hallet.
Common, Nekril, and Verisian.
Okay. Arcelia, you make out some of the words, nearest translation of which I will require an intellect check for.
Okay. Could I negotiate with you that I could do a society roll?
Sorry, not on this one.
Cool. I'll
Just screech back at him, he's a rat. How difficult could the language be?
That's a pretty good
That's a
roll.
nat 20.
Never mind. Holy shit.
Okay. The gist of what you make out is, "This is my salvage, you two tall sand suckers." And I'm going to bring you all over.
Yes, do we get to kill the rats?
I'm going to bring you all over here. If it works. Please, there we go.
Oh, man.
Please move, drag your tokens onto anywhere around the gate on that stone dais around the gate.
Where's the gate? The telescope? Oh, that's the whole thing is a
Yeah,
gate.
this is the gate right here.
One moment.
Oh,
there we go.
Not.
All right.
Okay. Please select your tokens and roll initiative.
Look, little buddy, I don't know who you think you are, but we just killed the dragon.
Oh. If I can exclaim something, I would say, wait, I think I understand them.
What did he say? Or it say?
They must be some kind of scavenger. They simply wish to hold their claim on the find. I don't think they will be hostile if we aren't.
It definitely looks hostile. I'll tell you that.
I could coerce them into submission.
Was it closer to Aklo or was it closer to Scald?
Aklo.
Okay. I will call out in Aklo, say, wait! We are travelers.
You can do so when your turn comes up.
Sounds good.
Malavik, it's your turn. This creature definitely looks hostile. It's sort of pointing what appears to be some kind of strange contraption at you. It, let's see.
Oh, it's making threatening moves towards me?
For
Oh,
sure.
man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I will sudden charge and swing at that thing immediately.
Sure thing.
Huh? You said I think?
Sure I know, I said sure thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I will go here, and I will sling at it. It's just all 3 actions. Oh, the draconic. Yes.
Lely is sort of yelling to you as you are doing this. She says, "Protect the telescope! Protect the gate!"
That's a 20.
Okay. 20. This rat folk is riding this giant gecko. And let's see, a 20 is a miss. You strike out with your sword, and you can see the creature sort of fumbling around. It has a hand crossbow similar to what Karun has, as well as some things that look like bombs.
Oh,
You've seen
man.
Karun throw it.
Ugh.
Okay, well, that's the end of my turn if that's a miss.
Okay. A giant gecko that this creature is riding on will try to attack you with its jaws, Malavik. 15 to hit is a miss.
I will bash it out of the way with my fist.
Yeah. You do that like Conan punch when he punches the fucking camel? Or is it a horse? I can't remember.
Or John Claude Van Damme punches the snake.
Yeah. And then it will try to move away with the rat folk on its back. It's gonna move up here. And let me just double check on its movement. Yeah, it will climb up the side of the wall right there. About 5 feet up. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
Okay, I see. The telescope is what we're trying to protect here. I will move so that I can have a clear line of sight of them. Move to about here, stepping forward. I'll raise both of my hands and try to speak with them. Please, there's no need to be aggressive. We are trying to get home. We require both of these devices to get home. And I say this in Aklo. I will try to slow down because clearly it's not the exact dialect.
So a little bit of info on the Aklo language.
Okay.
It is thought to have like otherworldly origins. So it sounds really weird to any of you that are listening to this. This is a
That's not a real language.
Yeah, it sounds insane. Like it's not. It sounds like a bunch of. I don't know. I'll let you take the lead on this one, Arcelia. But it's really strange. It doesn't sound like it has any grammar or anything. You know.
A lot of trilling and bird-like noises. Perhaps almost mimicking someone trying to mimic a bird of some kind. With variations of whistling in between.
Okay. And I need you to make a diplomacy roll, please.
23.
Okay. The rat folk sort of looks a little curiously for a second. Clear off, this is my claim.
My chirping will take on a growl. And I'll say, no, this is ours. And I'll flex my muscles.
Intimidation.
Significantly smaller bonus.
This creature looks unconvinced. You see it. They sort of scoff and begin to reach in to its pouch for a bomb.
Hey. That will be my last action because I moved.
Okay.
Negotiations aren't working.
Okay, it will then. It will then. Sorry, he's got some crazy shit.
Don't tell me it's going to extend his leg or some shit.
No.
We are here to loot some shit.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's an Eldritch language, so it probably sounds really sloppy. A lot of like.
That's not a real language. Anyone can do that. Just take some noodles.
Okay, it is. They are gonna throw a bomb. At you, Malavik.
Rather me than them.
15 is a miss. This alchemical bomb is launched your way. And there will be some splash damage.
Is it poison? Because Malvek and I have both had antidotes within the last 6 hours.
That is a wonderful point. Let me see.
You're welcome. Call me in the morning.
Juicy
Okay,
language.
let's see. 2, 3, 4. Let's have some fun. Malavik, roll me a d4.
For you or me? 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. You see shadow begin to spread out. Similar to a bomb that Karun has thrown. You will take some mental damage. This is going to be 4 mental damage, Malavik.
Does mental damage bypass temporary hit points? Because it's mental and not physical? I don't know if that's a thing.
That's a good question.
Think so, but yeah, I don't know.
I think temporary sort of works like a shield.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Temporary hit points. You reduce your temporary hit points first.
Oh, that's probably why they don't give me much. You said 4?
Yes, 4.
I'll just take my greatsword and swing it hard to create like a wind. Push these away.
Okay. And you see this creature with sort of like these bulgy cheeks, like a squirrel that has filled its cheeks up with acorns, reach into its mouth and pull out another bomb. It will throw another one at you with its quick bomber feat or ability. Okay. That is a 24 to hit.
Yes, I hit.
The damage is not correct. Oh, roll me a d4.
1.
Okay. This is 7 persistent acid damage and 2 splash damage as a flask
Splash
of
damage doesn't
acid.
hit. Okay, and you said 7 persistent. Okay. Do I take the persistent immediately?
I think the persistent. So it immediately deals a 1, and then 7 on your at the beginning of your turn.
All right.
Okay, and then it will fire its hand crossbow. And this one will be aimed at you, Arashtak. 19 to hit.
Yep.
You see the bolt sort of sail your way. Arashtak, you're trying to process everything that's happening as you hear sort of like Aleli sort of chanting and quickly trying to adjust things on the telescope. Yara, it's your turn.
All right. I will go ahead and I will glance towards this creature. I had a chance to meditate, so my curse went down to minor, and now it is indeed at moderate as I am casting Vision of Weakness towards it. All I need is to be able to see it. My eyes will glow blue, and I will be observing this creature intensely. The Ratman in particular.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Okay. And this is your vision of weakness. Okay. And you're looking at the rat folk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Weakness does not appear to have one. And then, which of its 3 saving throws is the smallest? Will. Will is the least of its saving throws. Inherent understanding of his movement, gain +2 status bonus on your next attack roll or skill check. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, I will be using that. With the remaining 2 actions that I have, I will wave a hand over the rapier, and I will send forth needle darts its way. I'll have a +2, so that is 24 to hit.
Okay. 24 is a hit.
Very good.
Hear him scream in pain. And that's for 12 piercing damage?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely, like just it's a horrible sight, just rending flesh with these needles. Okay. Haroon, it's your turn.
Like a parakeet which has seen its reflection in a mirror, I am filled with rage and will let loose a smoke bomb to... How do I... to right... can you see this? Right here.
Okay.
Are you able to see that?
I see it.
Very well. And I will move my body to here, which is 25 feet.
Okay.
Just behind the shield of smoke.
Absolutely. I think we have some cool effects for that. I'm just trying to find the fucking things.
It has bombs, so spread out.
And that's 10 foot?
Perfect.
You said 10 feet?
10 foot, that's right. And a little bit lower, just one lower.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Fair enough.
And then I guess I will craft another quick alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
So, then...
So 2 actions thus far, and now the third one will be quick alchemy.
3. That's right. All right. And then that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Is the smoke 10-foot radius or diameter?
That is an excellent question.
I feel like it's not that huge.
Radius.
Yeah, I think
10-foot
right.
radius.
10-foot radius? Holy shit.
Oh, it is that big. Oh, God.
10-foot
right.
radius burst.
Whoa,
That's right.
crazy. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Alrighty. Rashtak, it's your turn.
Yes.
You can't fucking see the things now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't see
You're
within it
welcome.
either, right? Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Okay. Well, it's actually all right because I pop a cork off of my water skin. Even though it's worn, I think that would probably be an action, yes, to open it up.
It's worn, you said?
Let me double check that actually before I assume.
If it is worn?
No, it is stowed, so I'd have to take it out for that action.
Okay,
Yep, that's fine. So I take it out, and pulling some water out of it via magic, I rousing Splash Malefic for 8 temp HP, which also removes acid or fire persistent damage.
I'll immediately know where that wetness has come from.
Enjoy your wetness! So now you have 8 temp HP, because I think we determined it overrides the lower one, yes? All
I
right,
was
there you
gone
go.
already. See, that was a perfect move.
Malevic, it's your turn.
I am going to. There's some fun stuff. You want to have fun? I'll have fun. I'm gonna do Raging Athlete. Take my turn to run and leap 15 feet, and then come down and attack this creature. Let's see. I would have to move 1, 2, make it.
Lely, as you rush towards the creature, Lely yells, Just a little while longer. I just need to make some more adjustments.
And don't even hear her. I am going to swing with all my might. 18.
That is a miss.
I'm going to swing again. Second action. Yay! 23.
And you were swinging at the rat folk.
I mean, yeah, it's the closest thing to me.
Okay. That is a hit.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. God, that's my bad damage. 15.
Okay.
4 of that is fire, by the way.
The greatsword like partly sticks into the rock where the gecko and the rat folk are, clinging to the rock nearby. And you draw this large rend of blood across the chest of the creature.
That'll be it. End of my turn.
Okay. The gecko is gonna move. Crawling along the rock surface with the grenadier on its back. It moves up towards there.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
And he will chuck a bomb at
Don't
Karun.
you do it. Don't you do it.
It went around the smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Well, you can see that they are looking like they're about to withdraw a bomb. Arcelia, it's your turn.
All right. I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll move here. As I run forward, I'll pull out my spear, which has now been emblazoned with a rune of returning. I will throw my spear at the rat person. $17.
17 is a miss. It clatters into the rock and sort of sticks there.
I will recall it.
Is it an action
Use
to
an
have
action?
it return?
Okay, yes.
I don't know, actually. I think it
I'm
is.
asking. I don't know.
I don't know. I will look it up. Well, we can assume that it does.
No.
That will be the end of my turn.
It is not. It says a thrown strike with it flies back to here, and after the strike is complete.
It just
There
sort
you
of... You see it like wobble more than it should. And then it just withdraws from the stone. Comes right back to your hand.
I catch it and I throw it again.
Is there like... Now, I don't want to impose anything on anybody's characters, but is there like a tattoo that you have to get to make it like return to that hand or something? Like in the palm of your hand?
No, but you could.
That would be awesome.
Aesthetics, I'm just asking.
Yeah, exactly.
I could probably do a tattoo. I think I could figure out how to do a tattoo.
Okay. We have some campfire activities to do
Make a tattoo
together.
gun.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
And then one got the
Snaps
CD
back to
player.
my hand
So you moved and you attacked. I think you have one more
3
action.
times. I attacked twice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed the
Yes.
second one. I apologize.
It was a miss.
Yes, 2 misses. It's a crazy kind of experience. You launch the spear, you catch the spear, and then you throw. It's like Thor throwing Mjolnir. It throws it, like comes back, throws it again, just comes back.
As I'm throwing it, my body happens to be arced in a way where you see me as I reel back to throw the spear. My titties are just in your face, Karun. You just see a lot of wobbling titty action right here. That's my turn.
Okay, the
Cool.
rat folk. still taking aim at Karoon, will throw an alchemical bomb.
I hate it. I hate it.
Karoon, roll a d4 for me. As a 20 is a hit. Arcelia, you will be hit by the splash.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god. What happened?
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find this.
It's pretty clear that I've moved in front of you to try to block this, but as it explodes on both of us, unfortunately, it does nothing.
What did I have open before? All right, well.
The one chart you needed, right?
I closed it somehow. I don't know what I did with it. Okay. Is it this one?
Little prank from past the whack. Just a little goof.
Let's see here. Cool. There we go. Okay. This is fire.
Oh. So original. So original.
Oh boy.
Your language doesn't even make sense.
This is for 11 fire damage, Karoon. And
Ow,
Arcelia. And this is 2 persistent fire damage, by the way. And Arcelia, you take 2 fire splash damage. And 2 persistent fire damage. Okay. Next, we will have this creature will fire 2 quick 2 quick hand crossbow shots. One to Arcelia. First one. 25 to hit.
That hits.
Did it reload?
It did not, so it's just going to do the one then. So this one is a hit for 4 piercing damage, Arcelia. Okay, Yara, it's your turn.
All right, I will go ahead and I will raise a hand and send blue energy jolting toward this creature's head. As I cast Daze, it must make a fortitude save, or a will save, pardon me, of 20.
Okay. 25.
All right.
Half damage.
Yes, it would be taking half damage, so 2 points of damage.
Okie doke.
And let's see here. I still have 1 action, so from here, I will go ahead and I will cast guidance upon. How far away is Malavik? Let me see here.
45.
Ah, he's just too far. All right, so I will go ahead and I will cast guidance upon Arcelia.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Karoon, it is your turn.
I will. I'm torn because one hand I'm on fire, but the other hand I'm really having a fire inside of me. And so I will take the dread ampule that I have been shaving, and I will take this out and I will throw it.
Okie doke. I assume
It's
you're
just
throwing
a-
it
it's
at
just
the rat folk?
Oh, well, yes. I will be throwing it at the rat folk, and I will be biting off the tip of the ampule. The glass is breaking. You just hear coming out of the darkness inside of it. All of the light being sucked into the ampule as it's through the air. And I'm aiming right for the rat folk.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, right. I forgot. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have to roll.
26. That is a hit. Okay. The shadow starts to spread out, and you can see it like get sucked in like by a breath of the rat folk.
It is not very fun to do this to people.
Okay. And it has no persistent damage, right? No. Okay.
It does.
It
does
does.
one. It does mental mental
Splash
splash
is not
damage.
the same as persistent.
Ah, you're right. But it does become frightened.
I don't think that it does it?
Lesser dread ampule.
It
Yes.
does not, because it already failed an intimidation
On a
check.
hit, the target becomes frightened 1 or frightened 2 on a critical hit. Many
Actually-
types also grant an item bonus to attack rolls.
Maybe that doesn't.
That might just be for demoralized, dude.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay. Frightened one.
right. Then, and for my next action, I will be
And-
throwing it.
The gecko is also taking mental damage. Okay. From the splash.
And then I will also be throwing another bomb. This one. Oh no.
You throw a lesser alchemist fire.
Another fire.
Just kind of collides with the rock behind.
No splash.
There is a splash, absolutely.
Oh,
you hit the gecko
perfect.
and the rat folk for the 4 splash damage. Okay.
Now you can be scared and on fire.
Okay.
Now I will take cover, and that is my turn.
Arashtak.
Yes. Oh, let me see. Is it farther away again? Oh, it's not. How is it looking? Just a rough cursory glance, like.
I mean, patting out fire, and yeah, I mean, there's a wound across its chest that Malavik inflicted.
Yeah, but that's it. Nothing too much more extreme.
That's what it's looking at.
No, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you. Well then. Stamping my staff down, reaching my hand out. I reach as bugs begin to bite at me and pull goblin pox out of me and fly over to it. It must make a fortitude of DC 19.
Very well. Fortitude. 23.
All right, it is still sickened 1.
Okay.
It must vomit with an action to get rid of it.
Gross. All right.
Yes. And that is all.
Fair enough. Malavik. Aleli is sort of yelling, I've almost got it! Everyone back onto the stone!
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I run toward it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I move my 20. Wait. Yeah, I move 20 and use my remaining movement to leap to this creature because I can leap up to 15 feet. And I will start attacking it. Sure.
Okay.
21.
21 is just barely a hit.
Oh. 21 damage.
How do you kill him, Malavik?
Oh, I swing way harder than I wanted to, and I think I take half of his body with the sword swing, as the other half is still straddling lifelessly on the salamander.
Yes.
Yes. And with that,
The rat folk
Have two
falls
action.
off of the gecko.
I have 2 actions, correct? Left.
Still have
No, 1.
one action left.
Well, the rat was on the gecko, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to finish the job. I can't move. A 23.
That is a hit.
Hit for 16. 4 of that damage being fire.
You kill the gecko as well.
Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
Come on,
I
come on, come on, come on, come on.
try to grab as much shit off of this rat as possible.
Hurry!
I will
Lily
reach
is
down and
Take the
hold
whole
my
rat.
arm out.
Do I get time to grab whatever I can? I'm just going to grab as much as I can off
That's
of
a
the
great
upper piece of
question,
the
Malvik.
body of
Take the whole rat.
Malvik, are you sure you want to do this?
Malevich, darling, we don't have time.
Malevich, let's go.
Come.
Come on, come on, come on.
I'll anime style grab my sword
Lely has warned you 3 times.
and I will leap. Well, how high is this platform?
Five?
5?
Probably 5 feet, something like that.
Okay, yeah, I can leap up. So I'll leap up and rush over. And then I'll rush over.
The greed is amazing.
Dude,
We have
all I
nothing.
gotta
We
say
need
is,
more.
I gave
You're
you
lucky it's not a Dronus.
I gave you 3 warnings. 3.
I'm raging. I'm following the
Rage
rules.
looting? Rage looting?
Well, no. Well, you gave me
Stuff really bad.
the two warnings were for me to like stop hitting it and come to you guys, but I can't do
I
that.
rolled to domesticate the gecko. And the lizard. And the rat.
You can domesticate their souls.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen.
I should have just grabbed the upper part of the
I was
body.
gonna
and
say
stay
that,
with me.
but it was in the middle of you doing things, so it wouldn't have made sense.
Yeah. I was thinking about Karun.
Oh,
It's like throw bombs.
oh, you shouldn't have.
As Lely begins
rat.
to tweak this machine, it begins to glow, and again you see this bright light shoot up. And as this happens, clouds of roiling yellow-green mist rush over the desert. The sandy ground falls away and is replaced with spongy, flesh-like hills of oozing blisters, dotted with pools of black goo and groves of what look like hair follicles. From the peak of a nearby ridge, like a huge vein, an eyeless, black-winged shape takes flight.
Wait, the ground below us is this? Or in the distance?
It's a nearby ridge.
I hate it. I hate it here.
Oh,
This
that's
one
why
is
you were
worse.
asking if I was gonna stay.
Karun, do you have any more of those smoke bombs?
Yes.
Do we want to hide ourselves before whatever the that is?
I will deploy a smoke bomb at the present location. Hold hands. Don't get lost. Try not
Why?
to breathe. It's kind of toxic.
I grab onto whoever's next to me. I think it's
me.
you, Karun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody please make survival or occultism rolls.
Oh. I like that.
Could I make an esoteric roll?
No.
Okay.
24.
22.
Okay. The DC was a 20.
Oh no.
Anybody that failed, please make a fortitude save.
Oh man.
30.
Oh no. You guys, I don't feel so good.
Would I have a
Karun.
chance
Would you have a chance to what?
use a hero point for that 17?
No. I already said that you had failed. You had the opportunity to do so. I'm gonna say no.
All right. Yes, everyone else was talking though. It's okay.
You guys, I don't
You
feel
can
so
speak
good.
up.
23.
You can speak up when that happens. Don't worry about it.
Cut us off.
Yep. Okay. 23. As you change to this place, some of you realize something is wrong with this atmosphere. You try to breathe pockets of air. You can see maybe like a hazy difference between the atmospheres, and the people that succeeded on the initial roll managed to get a good breath of air. People that failed the initial roll and failed the fortitude save, you
It's
are
just
now
me.
clumsy 1.
Oh no, I'm so clumsy.
As you're feeling a bit lightheaded, you just kind of stumbling about a little bit, and
Ooh.
this would be Karun only. You succeeded on your fortitude save. You can still feel this effect. Something is happening to you right now, Malavik.
Man. I'll just kind of grab one to Karun, noticing if they are stumbling. Where is Lely? Is the real question.
Aleli is working on the Ayudara right now.
So she's with us, okay.
Yes.
She was at a telescope.
Let's move you guys over here. This is what this place looks like. Please drag your tokens near the portal on the stone.
Wow.
Where you think you would be, please.
How were we earlier? I think it was like this, and then Karun was in front there.
Did I manage to get off that smoke bomb before I became clumsy?
Yeah, sure, why not? Where did you place it?
Just right at our feet.
Okay.
Oh.
So like with me as the center maybe.
Oh, you dropped it right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be covering everybody if you do it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, fair enough. Let's see. What does clumsy do?
Ooh woo.
Dex-based checks and DCs, including AC, reflex saves, range attack rolls, and skill checks using acrobatics, stealth, and thievery. You take a status penalty equal to the condition value. So you have a -1 to all that stuff. And because of that, everybody please make me a stealth roll.
Wait, this is because of the bomb.
Yes.
Stealth roll.
Do I have a bonus because of I'm one with the shadows?
Everybody's one with the shadows right now. Everybody's got a bonus.
All right.
Okay. Oh, Lord. These stealth rolls. Okay. Not the best. Not the best. I think there's a lot of coughing that's happening right now from everybody. People that are struggling, you can definitely tell that the atmosphere is different. There's a different pressure here. There's a different smell. There's a different... you can tell that something is wrong with the atmosphere. And I think I think that Orashtak and Arcelia, you are the most aware that this is definitely like not a safe atmosphere for you. There's something wrong with this atmosphere. Some kind of gas or something that is causing some problems. And I'm going to make a roll real quick because that might change what is happening here. Ooh. As you're sort of coughing and trying to maintain your sanity, really, some kind of creature is making its way towards you. You can only see like dark shapes sort of flying about as it will seemingly begin inspecting what's going on. You hear Aleli sort of coughing. Don't go too far. Must reorient. And
I'm beginning to question the technical acumen of the elves.
I need everybody to please roll initiative. Select your tokens and roll initiative.
Almost couldn't find my token.
Move that to the back. Make it a little easier for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Arcelia, you can make out that there's some kind of flying creature that is heading your way. It looks like it has noticed Malavik. You can barely see through the smoke. What do you do?
Something's headed our way. Try not to breathe the air. Cover your mouths if you have to. Lily, please. Work as quickly as you can. I will...
Fine, but I can barely see.
Oh no. We're all looking for the person who did this.
I will step forward. If I stand right on the edge here, where I'm obscured, can I see the creature?
You would have to leave the area.
All right, I'll do that.
Yep. Okay.
I'll step out of the smoke to get a better look.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Let's... Oh, Lord. How shall I show you this? Can I paste this?
You could just leave. You don't have to show us anything.
What you do is you select the token and then you hit delete.
No, I don't think that's how you do it.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry.
Alt F4.
I put it in the Discord for you all.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I like that thing.
The Jersey Devil.
I'll make it just a little bit bigger. It's this sort of inky looking creature with horns and large wings. It's very spindly looking. And it is it's flying towards the smoke and this strange experience that's happening here at the gate.
That is a critter that likes to get high, am I right, Wack? Right? Right?
Oh no, I'd kiss it. All right, I'd use exploit vulnerability for my second action here. Don't want to reroll that. So one left. I'm gonna reroll that. My last hero point for the day is a 13.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is not enough.
Is that a crit failure?
I'm checking. I think it might be. Nope.
Okay. Then I'll have just a regular personal antithesis against it. As I come stumbling out, I look at it, and one of my hands is in my satchel. What is that?
Never seen anything like it before, Arcelia.
I will use my third action to back up again into the smoke. There's something out there. It's heading our way. It looks like some kind of demon or winged. I've never seen anything like it before. That's my turn.
I didn't add. This should be a 24. Sorry. And I will sort this again. Okay, there we go. Okay, Arcelia, that's your turn. Malvik.
What do you want? You want me to handle it?
I think it's seen you, Malavik. Now it's seen me too.
Good. I will move up here. Still in the smoke. But to block Arashtak. And this has happened in a span of what? Minutes or seconds from the other place?
Oh, less than minutes. Yeah. I mean, it's been minutes for sure. Like, I mean, maybe 2 minutes.
Okay. I'll close my eyes and just, like, in the Marvel movie where the Hulk and Bruce Banner is trying to summon the Hulk. He's like, "Argh!" And it comes in and goes out. I cannot rage. I still have temporary hit points. And I will look back at everyone. One action.
Domesticated.
Okay, 1 second. 20. To move 15 feet. Part of me wants to go out and meet this creature head on. But what I will do is no defensive stance or anything like that. We can just take cover. There's nothing I can do unless I go up to it. Alright, I will... I moved once. Okay, can't do anything else with that. Yeah, I guess what I will do is, I will use the sling to try to shoot. I mean, even though I'm obscured, I know it's gonna be a penalty. I'll just try to lob something out there.
Okay.
Well, obscured. Nothing else I can really do.
Okay, go for it.
Unless I can... Yeah, it's something else. Alright. That's a nat 20.
For 2 bludgeoning damage. There's this horrible sort of squelching sound. In response.
Don't like that. Don't like that. I'll just back right back up. And try to make sure that my body is blocking the squishies. That's
Okay.
it.
Arashtak.
Oh, so I can't see it, or I just see a shadow through the smoke?
Yeah, I mean, just occasional, like smoke is sort of billowing. You maybe get occasional glimpses here and there, but you can't really see it.
Right.
If you have decent hearing, I did hit it. It made a noise, so maybe you'll have a direction, at least.
I mean, I hit it great. If I don't, nothing changes. I'm going to attempt to Tanglefoot it for an attack of 25.
Okay.
Trying to grow vines out of this weird ground and area to lash upon it.
Oh, it's flesh? Oh, that's even worse. I'm glad I didn't step out there. Fuck.
If this hits it, it will take a minus 10 foot to its speed for a single round. Though apparently it can make an escape attempt.
Okay. That is a success. Okay. And this is vines, which in this case, Arashtak, are not vines.
Yeah, no.
They're hairs.
Don't like that.
Makes horrible sounds as it becomes tangled in these hairs that reach up from the fleshy ground. Okay. Anything else in your turn, Arashtak?
No, I don't want to be here anymore.
Well, let's see if the creature can help you out with that. As it bats its wings against this prison, this hair prison that you have created.
Still don't like that, no.
It will take a minus 10 foot circumstance penalty to its speeds for 1 round. Okay, I think it's just going to move. Oh, Lord. This is so weird. Okay. It's going to use 2 actions to get here because it is currently slowed. For 10 feet for each one of those actions. And then as it enters the smoke, it will then try to attack. And as it sort of enters the smoke, you can, Malavik, Arcelia, Arashtak, the 3 of you can maybe see now the silhouette of this creature that is just a little bit wrong. It's a lot of bit wrong, let's be honest. It's about as tall as you, Arashtak. And it has these horns. It's very spindly. It's similar sort of to your body type, sort of very lithe, and it has spindly arms, spindly legs, and very spindly looking just torso in general. It has a very inky-like appearance, and it's so weird. It will use its tail to tickle one of you.
Me.
Arashtak.
Oh, I tried.
I need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh, goody. 27.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
Rashtak
I got scales.
so creeped out by this thing that has raised his fortitude by several degrees. His tail starts to move its way towards you, Rashtak, and you just fervently batter it out of the way. As this creature gets closer, it has no face that you can see. And as it gets closer, you hear Aleli saying, "Get rid of the smoke! I can't make any adjustments!"
Did she say get out of the smoke?
Get rid.
Oh.
As the smoke billows across all of you, this creature has joined you in the smoke. Aleli is constantly making adjustments to the telescope. We're going to wrap here. And I didn't immediately play the credits because I want to just let you all know I have done what you have asked. It's all your fault. I've created a character on Wild RP. And I am forced to play this Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully you'll join us for a subathon. God help me.